Eject. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today we are reacting to the official statement of Jennifer Howell, which is the friend of Whitney Heard. We found out about this just after the UK case ended. So we finally have the actual statement because I didn't really want to react to an article. So we're gonna read it, we're gonna react. Let's just get into it. Okay. It says here, I, Jennifer Howell, declare as follows. I'm over the age of 18, not a party to this action. I have first-hand personal knowledge of the facts in this case. It says here, Whitney Henriquez, whose maiden name was Whitney Heard, is my dear friend. She has told me that I am her chosen sister. I also call her my chosen sister, and I wonder if that's still the case. Okay. It says, Whitney works for me at a non-profit organization that I founded 22 years ago and run called The Art of Elysium. We take artists and help them be of service to communities in need. We serve over 30,000 individuals in need each year. Whitney volunteered for the organization in 2014 for about 6 months, and she worked full-time as a paid employee for me from 2015 to 2016, when Whitney served as art salon manager and director. It says, I've learned that Whitney testified in court July 23rd in London about a violent incident in March 2015 on the stairs at Johnny Depp's penthouse. She testified that Johnny supposedly hit Amber and Whitney on the stairs at Johnny's downtown penthouse. Then Whitney said she had to go live with her employer, where she had to sleep on their floor. I am that employer. This is not what I was told to be true. First, Whitney came to live in the guest room of my apartment on Wilshire Boulevard. Not on my floor, but in my guest room. Second, when Whitney arrived, she was a mess. Whitney told me she tried to stop her sister Amber from hitting and attacking Johnny on the stairs. Whitney said when she tried to intervene to stop Amber from going after Johnny, Amber nearly pushed Whitney down the stairs. She told me she was worried Amber was going to kill Johnny. She told me she had endured that kind of abuse her entire life, first from her father and then from Amber, who she said was extremely violent. She lived with me because she did not feel she could go back to live at the Eastern Columbia building. My father reminded me this morning that I told him that Whitney had moved in with me because she was terrified of her sister. Okay, so obviously that's like completely the opposite as to what she said on the stand. She obviously wasn't there firsthand to see what actually did happen, but if she saw her immediately following, I mean, if Whitney came there and she saw Whitney immediately following the incident and Whitney was describing things that happened to her, I think that's a little bit different than just plain hearsay. It's crazy. Like, why would she say, oh, I slept on the floor, as if she was so hard done by? But, you know, it sounds like she just went from one person's spare bedroom to another person's spare bedroom. She was telling her that Amber is extremely violent towards her, but on the stand she said she was not. That is interesting. Why lie? And that confirms what that videotape said. Which
You do it.
I don't want to be killed.
Did you get in a fight or something?
Oh, thank you. Got into an altercation.
Ow.
I already talked about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I can't believe Amber beat your ass. I know you could beat her ass.
We're not going to talk about that.
Whitney, truth or dare? Okay, did you really start the fight with your sister, or did she start it? For real, for real, for real.
We're not going to talk about that.
She really did whoop your butt.
Oh, we're not talking about it.
Yeah, I'm done. I guess I'm done talking about it.
which said that Amber beat her up. So that kind of backs that up. I mean, I don't doubt for 1 minute that Amber is violent. Anyways, carrying on. The next Next one says, while Whitney was living with me, she told me Johnny kept checking in to see how she was doing and that he called her sis and she called him brother. Whitney said to me on multiple occasions that she did not know why he was staying in the relationship or why he was putting up with Amber's abuse. Whitney shared with me the damage endured by both her and Amber as children and the injuries she had suffered from Amber both psychologically and physically. Whitney was devastated during this time and my heart breaks for her. Oh, that's so sad. Psychologically, oh my gosh. I wish you would have gone into detail a little bit more than that, but I guess if she's trying to keep Whitney as a friend, she really can't. That's so sad. Aw. I guess moving on. When Whitney came back from New York, I believe it was for Tribeca Film Festival, the Adderall Diaries premiere, or both, she shared with me and everyone in the office that Amber freaked out, attacked Whitney, and threw a wine glass full of red wine at her in the elevator. Oh. Freaked out. She did this at a premiere? Wow, classy. While Amber and Johnny were in Australia, Whitney was in the office sitting in the black and white chairs near the kitchen and loudly proclaimed, "Oh my god, she has done it now. She has cut off his fucking finger." Oof. Like, if all of this is true and Whitney's sister, Amber, obviously caused her that much stress and abuse, why not stand for what is right and back up Johnny? Why not tell the truth? If she's somebody like that, why do you want to be close with her? Yeah, she gets invited to parties or something, but wouldn't you rather be closer friends with Johnny if that was the person that was truly wronged or abused? Yeah, that's your sister, but sister or not, why commit perjury? Because you're putting yourself in a situation where you could be jailed potentially. Even though that's your sister, is it really worth it? And also there's the moral and ethical side of it. Why not just tell the truth and stand for justice and what's right? Just because that's your sibling doesn't mean that you have to lie for them and go to jail, or especially if they have also abused you your entire life. So it doesn't really make sense to me. Carrying on, it says, I knew Paige heard, Amber and Whitney's mother. Paige shared with me while I was visiting Whitney that Elon Musk had gifted a Tesla or multiple Teslas, not sure if it was one or more, but Amber found out that they were bugged. Paige told me that Amber said Elon was controlling, abusive, and that she was in a legal battle with him over the rights to embryos that they had created together. That one sounds a little far-fetched, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, he wanted to destroy them, and Amber tried to keep them to have a baby. Paige told me that Johnny was either an angel or a saint compared to Elon, and she wished that Amber and Johnny would reconcile. Paige also told me the reason Johnny and Amber broke up was because Amber was violent and emotional and loved Johnny so much that she could not control it. I was indeed taken aback because this conversation occurred after the divorce and when Hunter was only a few months old and I was at Whitney's house. Whitney told me that Amber and Johnny were still in touch and that they were each other's true loves or something to that exact sentiment. Whitney was still going through the emotions of having had a baby and all those ups and downs, and I could not believe that Amber and Johnny's relationship was being discussed while Whitney was the one who needed to be the focal point and needed our support. When Amber got into legal trouble regarding smuggling the dogs into Australia, she asked me to write her a character reference about her charity work, and I did so. We had given her a humanitarian award. She volunteered with the charity and attended events for the charity. I am still grateful for that. I knew nothing about her personal life behind closed doors until I became close with Whitney. When Amber was in trouble with the Australian authorities, she asked me to write a character letter in support of her, which I did. I wrote on behalf of Amber for volunteering with the charity. Later, when Amber and Johnny were divorcing, $7 million of the proceeds were supposed to go to charity. I learned that none of it would be directed to the Art of Elysium, which Amber had been closely associated with for years. Instead, I understood it would all go to ACLU and LA Children's Hospital. I asked Amber's publicist why. when she and Amber had been so eager to use our name in the press during the divorce, and when the funds would have meant so much to a smaller organization like ours, would Amber direct all the money to these other two huge charities that she had not been associated with. Amber's publicist told me that they were more prominent charities with a more significant press reach and got international press. Then, months later, a $250,000 donation came into our organization from an anonymous donor on behalf of Amber Heard. The funds did not come from Amber. I believe this donation came from Elon. So, side note, it does sound like she's a little bit bitter. Like maybe that could be the motivation for this, that she's bitter that she never got a huge chunk of that divorce settlement. That's what it comes across as. But I get where she's saying, like, when she needed something from her, she had no issue reaching out and asking her for statements and things like that. But when the time came, to throw a little something back at her, she wanted to go for someone that had more press, or she wanted a bigger organization. So that to me does kind of show that it wasn't so much about the charity in itself as so much as the press, because it's true, if it was legitimately about charity, wouldn't she want to do something with the charity that she had been working with so closely? Because that's usually what people do. They pick their favorite charity and they always promote it. But if it's just because you want to get more press, then yeah, it makes sense to use a bigger charity. But it just goes to kind of speak to what Amber's motivations were, if that makes sense. Plus, I think Elon has ties to ACLU, so that probably had something to do with it too. Moving on. It says, years later, on July 24th, 2020, I received 2 subpoenas from Johnny's attorney after Whitney testified about sleeping on my floor following the stairs incident. The following day, I spoke with Johnny's attorney, Adam Waldman, for the first time. I told him the stories of my experiences with Whitney Page and Amber Heard, and he asked me to give this declaration. I shared the names of the Art of Elysium staff who worked during the same time as Whitney, who also heard these things and more, and willingly gave access to emails, texts to confirm dates and timelines of all stated. Executed this 26th day of July 2020 in Los Angeles, California. She says, I declare under penalty of perjury everything is true and correct. There's nothing I would say that is specifically damning about this declaration or anything, but it's just a little bit more of a piece of puzzle that adds to the story, especially if there's emails and texts and stuff. But why were they not attached or brought up? I really wanted to know what they were, if there's any incriminating messages or texts or anything like that. If they are as close as she claims they are, it's possible that they do exist. Maybe they just wanted to get something out quickly. So that'll be interesting to see what comes out. But I think that this was probably done not so much as against Whitney as it was to go against Amber. Maybe this lady saw an opportunity to stick it to Amber and was excited to do so. But that, I don't know, that made me feel like some type of way when she said that her sister said now she's done it, she has cut off his fucking finger. That to me was like, whoa. But if that's her sister, why are you standing, why is that the hill that you want to die on? Why are you just gonna sacrifice your reputation, sacrifice, your freedom, potentially going to jail? If you know in your heart of hearts that she is abusive, if you've seen her be abusive, if this is true and she almost threw your ass down the stairs, why are you protecting her? Why are you lying for her? Why are you doing this? Amber and Whitney are just doing pointless lies. Why? Because at the end of the day, just because Amber was abusive at some point in their lives towards Whitney wouldn't have meant that she was abusive as well towards Johnny. But of course, lie, and deny. But that's what's gonna fuck them over. The US case has not started yet, so this is going to come up in that. So right now, it's nothing that damning, I would say. So we'll see. But if she does have some emails and some texts where Whitney, corroborates abuse either to Johnny or to herself, that could be quite damning. So we'll wait and see. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jennifer and Whitney are no longer friends after this. Sometimes it's better to stick up for what's right, because why do you want a friendship like that anyways? But it'll be interesting to see how Amber's team responds to that. So we'll see. But anyways, guys, I guess that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any ideas for videos that you want me to do, please comment down below. I'm trying to think of what I should do next, or besides obviously the Johnny and Amber stuff. If there's anything, let me know. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe if you liked what you saw. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys. We'll see you. Bye.